Alright, what's going on, everyone? Hope everyone's having a fantastic morning so far. It is Wednesday, hump week, coming down to the middle of the week. So far, Monday, Tuesday, no trades for myself. Still looking around. I almost feel like this market's messing with me just a little bit. You know, First they give us these multi-day runners, and you guys know that's not my style. I don't really like longing after day ones. Next thing you know, wake up today and we see FCEL up 100%. Exciting, yes, let's go. Finally, some volume on a day one play, but it's a 50-cent stock. And you guys know I don't love longing under $1 plays. Just don't have the best success accuracy wise, longing stocks under $1. But we'll keep it on watch. I'll definitely be commentating FCEL, but probably gonna be on the no trade watch for me. But overall, looking at FCEL, this is some fantastic volume it's doing. It's doing some very, very nice volume over in the pre-market. We're doing 800K bars in the 1 minute in pre-market. Actually, 1 million. So it's doing some really ridiculous volume here on FCEL. I did have some news. I think they had a, a tech pack with ExxonMobil. But did have a good headline there on FCEL. But FCEL, even though, FCEL is a big turd, it does have a lot of bag holders here. Looking at the chart, we did some really high volume days here. So we're definitely going to have some bag holders. See a very beat chart here. So there's going to be some overhead supply. We also do have a big ATM on FCEL. I think it was 18 million. I think Poseidon said over in Discord chat. So we have a lot of bag holders. I have a big ATM. And just in general, FCEL, not a great stock overall. I don't have it on my toxic ticker list, but I have seen it in the past, and it's not one that I love to trade on FCEL. But regardless of any of that, you gotta look at the volume and price action. Price action volume, that's king and queen right there, and clearly we're doing some fantastic volume, and the price action is so far pretty clean on FCEL. Nice technical chart here. It's nice uptrend over on FCEL. So this is one we'll definitely be keeping on watch. We're gonna have some resistance here right around this 64-cent mark as the high day here, and then we're gonna have obviously we're gonna have $1 resistance. $1 is the strongest resistance line in penny stocks. It's $1, $10, and $5 the strongest mental resistant mark. So we're going to have the tough $1 mark if we can get there today on FCEL. Up 127% now, so definitely going to be a lot of eyes this morning on FCEL. Yeah, Chuck, shippers haven't made a move yet. As you guys know, historically, shippers have made massive moves in November. So far, 2019, we haven't seen anything just yet. Only a few days into November, so we'll see the next few weeks if we see any sort of shipper action. We'll definitely be keeping them on the back burner. Alright, but next we have NXTC. NXTC. Absolute crazy move yesterday on NXTC. Did miss this one. We're mostly over small caps. We're mostly all over the small cap stocks. We don't miss many small caps, but NXTC is one we did miss yesterday. Crazy move yesterday. Ran from $25 to $109. Insane move here. But you can see it's on lighter volume. It wasn't like an LFIN or a dry ship type of move. It was more like a HUNT, a hunt type of move. Where it moves on very light volume, massive spreads, and yeah, yesterday it was easy to borrow too. So it wasn't easy to borrow name on NXTC. So that definitely contributed to the squeeze. This morning it is also on the easy to borrow list as well. So we'll see if we can have any sort of day two continuation here on NXTC. This is one I would say be very careful on, guys. Even on the short side, on the long side and short side, this is probably one you're really going to avoid. This is definitely not a beginner trade here on NXTC. I would say if you guys are maybe beginner, intermediate type of traders, I would say definitely avoid NXTC, because this one is one that could really sneak up on you. It could easily drop 20, 30 points in a single candle. It could even get, T12 halted. We really don't know at NXTC, so you really got to be careful on this one. But I'll just kind of be watching this one out of, fun. I just want to see what it's going to do today on NXTC. So I'll just watching this one out of enjoyment, just to see what it does this morning on NXTC. Definitely curious to see, what it can do this morning. And SSR could be opening up on this play too. It's down 8% right now. If it drops a little more, we will have SSR on. We'll make things more interesting. All right, next, what do we have? Let's see. AGRX. Yep, AGRX. AGRX. Another multi-day runner here. This is one I said keep on swing alert on Monday. Yesterday went on a great move, gapped up overnight. Had a nice climb here on AGRX over and after hours. You can see went on a nice trip after hours. And it looks like this morning it is up again, up 15% this morning, 270s. Let's see the daily chart on AGRX. So we did get over that, did fill the gap here. Are gonna have some resistance as we come on up here on AGRX. Gonna have that $3 mark, $3 natural resistance line. And we do have pre-market highs right around 305.2 on AGRX. So we're going to map out that that 305-ish area on AGRX. So we'll keep this one on launch. We'll see if we can have another green day again on AGRX. Kind of continuing with that multi-day trend. All right, next we have what do we have? OESX. OESX. Let's see. Yeah, OEXX. Another one here on OESX. Yeah, this one was an earnings winner on OEXX. It's about 26 million in float, and institutions ownership's around 37, close to 40%. So a good number as far as the IO here. Also owned by about 22% by insiders. Kind of similar towards the statistics on IC a little bit, and AGRX. Kind of in that higher float range at like 20 to like 50 million in float range with a high amount of institutional ownership. So I could see OESX has some potential today for to be that next multi-day runner. I'm not saying it will. We really don't know. No one really knows. But this is one you may want to watch throughout the day this morning because volume could pick up on this one. This one does have some potential to be that next multi-day runner because we have been seeing that the last 5 or 6 plays. Turned out to be multi-day runners with similar statistics. So you can see we have some room to run here up to $5. You can see all the daily charts on these multi-day runners. They either have gap fills or they just have no resistance. You can see we have a nice room to run up here to like $5. No really resistance from the last 2 years here on OESX. Earnings winner. So this one could definitely see this one be that next possible multi-day runner. We'll see how it closes. We'll see if it closes strong. If it closes strong, I may even look for a swing trade on it. So I'll definitely be keeping this one on watch throughout the morning. I just need to see some better volume. Only 300K shares traded so far. A lot of non-volume traded candles so far in pre-market. So we'll see how it looks at open on OESX. And that's gonna be it for the watch. Nothing as far as like any sort of game plan besides OEXX. To be honest, OEXX is the really only one that I have a possible game plan, a thesis on. Like I said, I'll be watching this one throughout the morning to see if I can maybe look to swing it, depending on how it sets on up. The other stocks, not too interested in FCEL. I'll be watching it, but not interested. And in NXTC, I'll be watching it, but not interested in trading it. So that's going to be it. Let me see if you guys had any questions. Yep. Then we're definitely gonna have some bag holder resistance on FCEL. Casper, you wouldn't touch NXTC with anyone else's money. Yeah, definitely a scary play there on NXTC. I mean, like I said, not a beginner trader there on that play. Yep, OEXX, nice looking daily with some room to run. We'll definitely be keeping it on watch. XNet, yeah, I keep forgetting about XNet. It's just been up so long on XNet that like I keep forgetting about it. It's crazy. I'm not even gonna count how many days it's been up. It's been up too long on XNet. Been up for a really long time here. So, but it still has yet to get over that. He still has yet to get over this high here at 680. Still has yet to get over that mark. So we'll see if we could ever get over that 680 mark. Could be interesting. As far as low floats, just not seeing anything. Not seeing any low floats here. See a lot of the stocks and across the board here on the higher float side. I'm not too sure. I really don't keep up with what's going on with gold. More of a penny stock trader. That's where my expertise is in small caps. I'm not really too familiar with what's going on with gold. I mean, I could look at I'm not even sure what is it, JNUG. Looks like JNUG's trying to get over that 50-day moving average. Over on JNUG, gonna have some $80 resistance there. So you see if it could ever consolidate above the 50-day. We could see a move on up on JNUG. But like I said, I really don't know. I know a lot of other stuff, worldly stuff, influences the price of gold. So I don't really want to speak on something I'm not too familiar with. Good one, Casper. Yeah, I haven't seen him this morning either. He's too busy posting the links. NIO just gapped over $2. It's been trading under that $2 mark for a good amount of time now. So it's just gapped over that $2 mark yesterday on high volume on NIO. So finally got over that $2 mark on high volume. So how did this thing close on? How did this thing close yesterday? Did we close strong? So yeah, we close strong. What do we know about stocks that close strong? Stocks that close strong tend to have a higher chance of continuation the following day. It's been beneath that $2 mark for a good amount of time now. So definitely could see some more continuation this morning on NIO, and I do see it does look like it does have a headline there. We know this one doesn't trade like a normal penny stock that we're familiar with. Trades more of like a big cap, high market cap, higher float. So this one's gonna trade a little bit differently than your typical penny stock, but definitely you could see some potential this morning on NIO with that gap over 2 on high volume with a strong close with a news headline. So this is not a bad one to keep on watch today if that's your style. SLS. Yeah, SLS, pretty big drop there on SLS. I remember I used to trade this one a while back. Alright, we got about 3 minutes till the market opens. At the bell, we'll be watching FCEL, and we could watch either AGRX or NXTC. So we'll keep those two on watch right at the open here. I'm gonna throw up the new scanners, and we'll get started for this morning. NXTC. Alright. Guess I'll put up FCEL. Put up FCEL in the bottom. So we're gonna have this 52-cent support line. This was the previous pre-market high. So previous resistance going to act as new support. So I have this 52-cent line mapped up. Below that I have 40. I would say below 40 is backside on FCEL. So on any pullback, we're going to see 40 cent hold as that last line, that line in the sand as support on FCEL. AGRX. When I'm looking for anything after day one, ideally you want to look for a weak open. So I'd say probably around that 250 mark on AGRX at 250, 260 mark. So you could play out that 250 line. So I'd say 260s could be an area of interest if any of you guys are interested in that. All right, but market is open now. So market's open. So right at the bell here, FCEL and AGRX are on the level 2s here. Also watching OESX, and I'm also watching NXTC. FCEL. So just watching here right at the open. You guys know I don't love getting into anything right at the open. FCEL, quick dip, and a move back on up. Massive volume there on FCEL. Huge volume. 5 million volume in that that 1 minute candle right there. That is massive volume right there. Only if it was a lower float, right? Only if it was a lower float, and throw a 2 next to that 0, and I'd be all over the long on FCEL. And we went over, even though FCEL has bag holders, has an ATM. I mean, not something you want to fight. Especially on the short side. A 5 million volume candle right out of the open. Not something you're really going to want to fight on the short side. So I'd be very cautious thing on the short side. That is massive volume to start the morning on FCEL. Let's see how's AGRX looking. Let's see NXTC. So it looks like NXTC SSR just turned on. So SSR is on NXTC. It is down 10%. We'll see if 80 cents can hold there on NXTC. Excuse me, $80. Not used to looking at bigger cap stocks. Yeah, it looks like OESX dumping a little bit here. We'll see if $3 can hold as that last line of support. So also just keeping my eye on the blast off momentum scanners too. Want to see if you can get any sort of maybe low float stock pop on up here. Look at that FCEL here, coming back down to 50 cents. So we got a high volume stuff there. You can see that red candle was much more than that green candle. Definitely indicate maybe that ATM being put to work there on FCEL. When you're coming on up, you don't want to see a higher selling volume than a higher green bar. You want to on that pullback. If you get a high, you want to get a lower red volume candle, indicate maybe some profit takers. When you see something like that, a huge volume stuff into the high day, it could definitely mean some bigger hands or unloading some shares. Casper, wouldn't OESX fit into your DTS strategy? Fit nicely into your DTS strategy because of non-SSR and IO. Not really sure you mean by that. DTS? You mean WTS? AGRX coming up to 290 here. So it's going to come up to that 305 mark. It is pre-market highs on AGRX, so it's going to act as some resistance. Oh, okay, yeah. You mean the wash, trap, and squeeze pattern? Not really. Not really because I like to look for that pattern. On micro floats. That pattern works best for stocks below 10 million in float, and also SSR would be a good thing to have on. Wouldn't be a a bad thing, but I definitely see what you're saying there. As far as the high IO, yes, the high IO is definitely a bullish sign when looking for that pattern. AGRX, let's see. FCEL did hold that 50 cent line. AGRX coming up to these highs here. I went over this before. I really have no clue what's going on with the price of gold. That's not where my expertise is in. I'm a small cap trader. Uh, that's what I'm familiar with. So, anything to do with gold or the price of oil or any of that stuff, I'm not familiar on it, so I don't want to speak on it. Pays, let's see, PAYS. Gamer, you're in AGRX from 267. Alright, good luck to you. I'll definitely be cheering you on. We'll see if he could get back over $3 here. NXTC, a bit of a pop here, back up to $87. NXTC. SSR is on NXTC. And it is still an easy to borrow name, so this is interesting here on NXTC. Trying to make a red to green move here on NXTC. There's OESX, so straight bleeding out there on OESX. Doesn't look like we're gonna get that that possible swing trade. Doesn't look like it's gonna be closing strong today on OESX unless something crazy happens later on in the day. That's why you always gotta be patient, guys. Even though if you have a thesis on something, always wait for that thesis to confirm itself. Anticipating things and getting in early usually isn't the smart thing to do. Even if you have to buy a little higher, but you get that extra confirmation, is much better in my opinion. So I'm turning my attention towards NXTC here. SSR is on. That $80 line held. I'm going to put on the bottom level 2 here. So just giving this a watch here on NXTC. See if 85, this $85 area can hold. Yeah, it looks like FCEL did break our first area of support below 50 cents. I have 40 cents mapped up. There's a little bit of a dump here on NXTC. Not touching this one, guys, but I'm just watching it. Just watching it. Wow, there's a huge dump there on NXTC. Huge dump there on NXTC. Back at $75.73, and there it goes. So that's why I didn't want to get involved with something like this on NXTC. Looked interesting for a second there, but you could see a big death candle right there. So we'll see what's going to happen with that one. But that's a pretty steep death candle right there. Wow, OESX at 270, so a lot of dumping this morning. I was thinking the same thing, Casper. I guess the Nightbot took a day off. Maybe he's too hungover to show up today. Because Nightbot would have definitely put gamer in timeout. Oh man, bike. That was funny. Oh man, the Nightbot just hates bike for some reason. He lets gamer get off the hook, but then bike hits us with a Kamehameha, and he gets booted. Happy Trader, if you're listening on to the stream, he asks if is it looking like a no trade day. Uh, we're still only 13 minutes in right now. Still only 13 minutes in right now, so we still have some time. We got to see, but at the moment, is looking that way right now. At least for me. I mean, you guys trade your own setups, your own strategies, but at least for what I like to trade and what I like to look for, I'm not seeing anything. And just look at the top gainers, guys. Top gainer in the market right now, excluding SAUC, because this looks like a buyout. So this is a buyout, so it's going to go sideways. The top gainer in the market right now, only up 21%. So only up 21%. So you guys can see a little bit on the slower side. CNST is above 50%. It's currently halted. Thank you for the heads up, Casper. Some reason, I guess Trade Ideas is slacking this morning too. Let's see. CNST. Oh, that's why. Yeah, yeah. Casper, we like to play low floats, but thank you. Uh, Thank you for the heads up here in CNST. $15 million in float. What was NXTC's float? 12 million. How this one? This one looked thin also. Kind of reminds me a little bit of NXTC from yesterday. I don't know what you guys think, but looks a little bit similar. I want to see how the spreads look. Because those look a little similar. 16 to 22 now halted, up 54%. Does this one have any sort of headlines? Announces Q3 financials. Yeah. I do see the similarity. Yeah, I want to see how it looks after the unhold, but I definitely see the similarity as far as how thin of a name it is. This looks really thin. The floats too are pretty similar. And the only difference is like NXTC had more of a hype news headline, more of like a hyped up news headline. This is just third quarter financials, so that's the only difference I see. But definitely a good call there. Let me go type it out in Discord chat. CNST halted. Alright. Just alerted the folks over in Discord chat. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Make sure we're not missing anything. AGRX slow uptrend right now. Slow, steady uptrend on AGRX. So we'll keep that on the bottom, and we'll see how this looks after the unhold. Yep, FCEL put in a higher low there. Looks like it did base above that 50-cent mark. So keep that one on watch also for a possible curl on FCEL if you guys do like it. I can see a lot of people get FOMO from yesterday's NXTC and kind of see CNST as the next one and start chasing it on up. Is this an easy to borrow name also on CNST? Let me check. Yep, CNST is easy to borrow, guys. It is also an easy to borrow name, so a lot of another similarity there to NXTC yesterday. NXTC was easy to borrow yesterday. Actually contributed to that massive squeeze. CNST also easy to borrow, so we'll see here. Let's see after this unhalt. Definitely interesting here. AGRX pullback. Let's put FCEL on the bottom. Alright, so we are open here on CNST. So just watching here. Watching here on CNST. If anything, I'd be super small share size if I were to play this one on CNST. I was expecting more of like a $2 spread here on CNST. We're only seeing 50 dollar to a dollar spread here. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, stock block. I'm not in, just watching CNST. It is still interesting. The similarities are definitely here between NXTC. Obviously, it'll be like a more of a non-niche play. It'll just kind of be a a small little play like 200-300 shares. Yep, gamer, watching CNST here. So just watching here, watching CNST. You know, I'd say like 20 would be that risk line here on CNST. You know, if you guys are looking to play it, I'd say you kind of have to risk about, $3 here. But then the upside, you could see, $35, on CNST, if it could ever get, some more volume towards it. I did go small here on CNST. Did get in small here on CNST. Small size. We halted here again on CNST. That was quick. That was quick on CNST. Looks like we are halted. Did go very small share size on it. More of a non-niche play. But just seeing a lot of similarities between this play and yesterday's big runner on NXTC. So I did get filled there, nice, on CNST. Yeah. So right now, currently, guys, I have a 2470 average at the moment, and I do have 500 shares. Do have 500 shares on CNST. It's a little bit bigger than I wanted to. I think I might have fat fingered that one by accident, guys. I may have fat fingered that one by accident, but yeah. I'm kind of looking for 30 plus on the play. So let's see, guys. First real play of the month on CNST. A little bit more of a riskier play here, guys. A little bit more risky. But I do like the potential upside here on CNST. Undying, you're in also at 2482. Nice. All right, so let's see what happens, after this unhalt here. Hopefully we get a nice little gap up here. Can get over 30. I'll probably look to take, half shares over $30. Probably look to take out, 250 shares over 30. 100% stock block, yeah. The volume's definitely great for this price range of a stock. It is a micro float, and I think a lot of people are thinking kind of the same thing. It's going to be the next NXTC, and we're going to have a lot of chasers. But definitely a riskier play, guys. Not a, once again, not a beginner trade here on CNST. You do have to give it some room. That's why, I had my stop was at $20, so I was risking almost $5 per share, which is pretty big. But kind of my plan was to cut it half below 220. I would have cut half below that 220.50 mark. So to minimize the risk, I would have cut some here. If anything, I would have re-added on a curl. Yep, and it's easy to borrow as well. All right, so let's see. CNST. What time do we get halted here? I forgot. It's not gonna come up here, so it's not a penny stock. Yeah, last candle traded at 9:56, so we could be opening in the next minute here if it's a 5-minute halt. Yeah, definitely not a bad idea, guys. Sit on your hands. I wouldn't really be chasing, here if we get up, 27, 28. Because then, what are you risking off of, Maybe that 22.50 mark, but definitely not a bad idea to sit on your hands on this one, guys. I'm in very small in the play. Originally I wanted 300 shares, but I accidentally fat fingered and got 500 shares. All right, let's see. Coming up here to $29. If we could blow through 30, I may look to take half. I may look to take half here if we could get over 30. Right here, come on. Let's see. We break 30. There we go. There's 30. I want to see the spreads open up a little bit too. If it's going to be anything like NXTC, we need to see the spreads open up a little bit more here. A little bit of a pullback here, back to 26. We'd like to see 25 hold that support. I'd like to see 25 hold that support, on this pullback. Alright, so just watching. Let's see here. So we want to see 25 act as new support. Consolidating here at the moment. Thank you, Casper, for the halt levels. Appreciate it. I think I can put that on. I think I could actually put that on my DOS level too. I'm looking to doing that. All right, let's see here. Getting back over 28 here. See if we get this 30 break. See if we get this 30 break here on CNST. All right, here we go. It's 29. Let's see if we get this push. Come on, CNST. Let's break out. Let's do it. And there we go. Boom. There we go. Boom. There's 30. There's 38. 3080 there. So guys, I did lock in some there on that push. Did lock in some there on that push just to protect my profits here on CNST. You guys are curious. I did lock in just under $1,500 there on CNST. And I'm still holding 250 shares right now. Still holding 250 shares. My new stop is going to be break even. So no matter what on the trade, I'm going to be walking away in the green. So there we go. Nice little first trade here on to kick off this November for me. And I'll be posting everything over in Discord chat. So if you guys want my P&L, entries, and exits, I'll post it over in Discord for you guys. Just to show you guys I'm actually taking these trades. Happy trader. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, Stockblock. Thank you, David. A little bit of a scarier play, guys, not going to lie. But the thesis was here intact. We had similarities between CNST and NXTC. Easy to borrow name, low float. So the similarities were definitely here. You guys see this? We halted here. It's 31.47. Just soaking a ton here. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Yep, looks like we are halted here. So we'll see, guys. I'm still holding on. I'm still holding my shares here. Still holding on to some shares here on CNST. Bike. We can check. I'll show you. This is how you go see what type of halt you're in. So NASDAQ trading halts. Yep, so you guys can see LUDP means volatility halt. So that's a volatility halt, when you see LUDP. And this is the time it was halted, so 10:07:12. So you could see, 5 minutes. It's usually a 5 or 10 minute halt for volatility halts. So yeah, you don't have to worry. This is what you guys do not want to see. When you see this, it's pretty much game over for your investment. if you see the T12. Nice, Casper. 3 for 3 on scalps. Awesome job. Nice. Good one, Sterling Trader. Yeah, I did fat finger it, guys. I really shouldn't have had this many shares. I only wanted to get 300 shares, but I actually only got 500. Is what it is. Sometimes you guys will get, it's gonna happen. Your fat finger happens. It's a part of trading. Fat finger is gonna happen to one of us eventually, and that's not the first time I fat finger, and it won't be the last time. Bike, how'd you know it was halted so quickly? Yeah, just I was watching the level 2 tape. For a second I was like, is it soaking a lot here on the ask, or is it halted? And then I was like, oh, it's halted. Chris, once I get out of the trade, I'll be happy to, commentate that play for you. But I'm just gonna focus on my trade I'm in right now. So the question is now, guys, look, the take here on CNST, or I try to go hero. I gotta try to go hero trade and let it run the 50. That's the question right now. To be honest, guys, I'm thinking I may look to take. I think I'm gonna look to take. After the unhaul. 35 was that target for me. So if we get a gap here, 33, 34, may look to take. Near that $35 target. Maybe I'll leave like 50 shares or 100 to play around with. But I'm definitely gonna be looking to take here, guys. Got to be smart. Be looking to take here around $33, $34 here. Yeah, I agree, Sterling. You never know. Even though it does have news, just gotta be smart. Gotta be smart. But I wouldn't really be worried about a T12. I wouldn't really be worried about T12. I mean, we're only up 100% here. It does have news. Maybe if we go like 50, 60, then I'll be like, whoa, this is getting a little out of control here. May have to worry, about it then. But only up 113% here on CNST. Do have news. If it didn't have news, I wouldn't be in the play. I don't like. If it didn't have news, I definitely wouldn't be in the play. Yeah, Sterling, don't worry, man. Don't worry. I'm gonna take. I'm not gonna hold in my massive position all the way up to 50. If it could possibly get there. I'm definitely going to be smart and take. My target was 35. Here we go. Here's 33. We are open. All right, guys. Just sold some more there. 35. Just sold some more. 35. Holding 100 shares left. There we go. There's 35. There's our target, guys. Let's go. $10 per share right there on CNST. There we go. Make sure you guys are being smart. You're taking profits along the way. Don't get too greedy. I just took majority of my position, just holding 100 shares remaining left over here. In total, I locked in right around $3,000 so far on CNST, and it looks like we're halted again. Absolute madness here on CNST. Let's go. Let's go. We're banking this morning, guys. There we go. There's 39. Jeez, this is crazy. We are banking this morning. What a first trade to start off my November. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. It's good to finally, get back in trading. I've been dying this past week. Obviously containing my emotions, being smart, but I'm just dying to get a trade in, guys, and I'm so excited, so pumped up that I could finally get, nice trade in here on CNST. And if you guys missed it, guys, don't feel upset. There's gonna be a lot more opportunities in the future, guys. I always preach that. Even if you missed the trade, no worries. There's gonna be a ton more, in the future. But what you guys don't want to do is chase here at $38, guys. $39. Do not be a chaser here and buy in at the top, because it could easily reverse up here, guys. This could easily come down here. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Oof, I'm back. That was scary. Just ran down to give my dog a bone. Was hoping it didn't get unhalted. What time do we get halted here? We about to open soon? 10:12. It's 10:15. All right, we got 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes. I'm probably gonna look to sell, guys. To be honest, if we gap up here, I mean, how greedy could I be, guys? I mean, I was in at $24, $15 per share. Come on. So probably gonna look to take here if we gap over 40 here. I'll have a trailer. If we break down, if we gap down after the hole, I'll have a trailer in. But looking like we're gonna have a gap up here. Casper, get out of here, man. I'm not adding. Come on. I mean, I have 100 shares. I mean, that's really small. Yeah, I definitely agree with letting your runners, run, but at what point? I mean, I have no clue. I mean, I already met my target. 35 was my target. Anything more is, kind of being greedy. I mean, I could definitely see this go 50, 60. It's possible. But you gotta be smart. Gotta be smart. But if you guys haven't locked in anything yet, you guys definitely, I would 100% be locking some in. Oh, gamer, you're in. You got. Oh, nice, gamer, you're in also. Sweet. Yeah, exactly. Anything more is a bonus. Anything more is a bonus. If you guys hear anything in the background, that's my dog. That's my dog. He's eating a bone. Nice, gamer. In at 28.50. Sweet. Yeah. Let's see. About the time did we halted? Oh, is this a 10-minute halt? Looking like a 10-minute hold here, guys. Looking like a 10-minute hold here. Let me just double check. Alright, it is. Oh, wait. Oh, we did get halted at 10:13. Alright, it's LUDP, so we don't have to worry. LUDP. Don't have to worry. Ariel, did you actually make $20,000? I would kind of like to see a P&L for that. I would kind of like to see a P&L for that. But if you did, big shout out to you. That is sick. That is absolutely awesome. If you made 20,000 on this play. I did not have the balls to take this one on bigger size. You know, it was kind of non-niche, so why am I going to go big on a non-niche play? I had this discussion with you guys yesterday. You know, if you're going to take a non-niche setup, but you still have, you know, some conviction on it, go smaller share size then, and that's what I did on CNST. But what? Alright, so it looks like we are 10-minute halt, so, you know, expect this thing to unhalt in 3 minutes, so 10:23 we should unhalt. And 10-minute halts, it could put some fear into some traders, guys. Could put a little bit some fear into some traders, that 10-minute halt. Alright, I'm back, guys. Yeah, since it's a 10-minute halt, I'm probably going to be taking after the unhalt here. Probably going to be taking after the unhalt here. I think that could put some fear into some traders. Personally, at least I know that's how I feel. You know, when we get that 10-minute halt, it does make you a little bit nervous. I mean, I've been in volatility halts that's literally been 2 hours long. And it was not fun, guys. It was not fun. And I've also been in ones that are 30 minutes long and 1 hour, but most of the time they are 5 to 10 minutes. So really hope this thing opens up in the next minute here. It should open up at 10:23. Yeah, Ricky, most of the time. Most of the time they do. Most of the time, you know, generally you'll see that, you know, that gap up. Alright, but we're about to open it very soon here, guys. So, make sure you're ready if you guys are still in. You are open here? And there's 40. Guys, I'm all out. I'm all out. I'm all out. There's 40. I'm out. All out here. Let's go. What a trade here on CNST. There's 43. Jeez, 44. My God. Man, what a trade here on CNST. You know, I locked in about $5,000 on the trade here on CNST. So 5K morning for me on CNST. What a freaking trade, man. Gamer, you sold too? Nice. Yeah, be smart, guys. Be smart. You know, we gone from 16 to $40 with really, if you look at it, not really any sort of pullback. I could definitely see this thing topping out around here. maybe making a pullback and then maybe a curl later on. But I think this could be this like temporarily top for the moment here on CNST. But who really knows? But you just gotta be smart. I was being smart and locked in. I sold right as we got over that $40 mark. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Gamer, man. Nah, I really don't like you guys doing that, but hey, it is what it is. Happy for you, gamer. Don't follow me, guys. I don't like people following in my trades. I'm here to educate you guys. I want you to learn from me, but I don't like when people follow me. And there's 45. Unbelievable here on CNST. Man, imagine I still had my 500 shares from 24 bucks. Would have been a 10K winner here. And there's the hole to the downside. There we go. We sold at the top too, boys. That's how we do it. We sell at the top. That's why you don't chase either, guys. If you bought at $40, you made a huge mistake. Massive mistake, It's J Trading 101. Do not chase. Do not chase. And if you guys are enjoying the stream, drop a thumbs up if you guys are enjoying today's stream. If you're new to watching the stream, we do this live every single day. Scanners go up around 8:30. I hop on the mic around 9:10 Eastern time. And I go to around, 10:30, 11 a.m. Eastern time. So hope everyone is enjoying today's stream. I know I'm enjoying. I'm having a great time this morning. It's good to finally get it's good to finally get a trade under your belt. I haven't traded in over a week. Been really patient. Saw a good opportunity on CNST. Yes, it was a little non-niche, but the thesis was still there. Had a good game plan on it. Saw the similarity between CNST and NXTC, and I went out and attacked. Knew my risk, knew my target, stuck to it, and it turned out to work out in my favor. Chris, thank you. Appreciate it. Yep, yo, Chris, I'll look into your FLDM now. I know you've been asking me that, so I'll definitely take a look at that for you, man. What is it? FLDM. Oh, nice. Is this a dead cat bounce? FLDM. Hey, good find here, Chris. Yeah, if you could play that 230 mark. You could play it off the lows if you like this for a reversal. Or wait for another higher low. I think the smart thing to do, wait for another higher low if it can get over that 260 mark. And then look for it then. Let me just give IBS a heads up too. Good call, yep. HEBT is halted. Let me check that out. HEBT halted here. Well, we got 8 million in float, 55% IO. We have some news here. I'm just seeing a shareholders meeting on December 20th. So not really any substantial news there on HEBT, but it is halted, so we could give it a look. Chris, I'll put it back on the level 2 if it starts to make that reversal. I'm going to put HEBT here on the bottom. Let's see, Ricky. Yep. So the daily chart, all-time highs on CNST. We're at all-time highs here. So for anyone still in CNST, definitely you guys want to be careful here. If this is the first time momentum shifting to the downside, so you could see a lot of profit takers after this unhalt. So you guys may want to reevaluate your position if you're in, $20, even low 30s. Not a bad idea to look to take some here. I'm seeing 38.50 here on the bids. You guys see it's gonna keep changing. I mean, you may see it. Sometimes you see, oh, we are open here. We are open here on CNST. See you stalling a little bit here. Looks like the tape's stalling a little bit here. There's 37, 36s. So coming down here again on CNST. So trying to fight here, trying to hold, trying to fight. I definitely see maybe a pullback to like $30. Maybe a possible bounce here. I mean, personally, I probably won't be playing it. I'm pretty much done with it. Just watching at the moment. All right, so testing $40 here. Testing this $40 mark. Yep. Also, IBS, if you're still listening in, I did give you a heads up. FLDM has some potential for a dead cat. So FLDM, it's actually starting to make that move right now. So let's turn our attentions towards FLDM a little bit. FLDM. Chris actually called us out at 249, so give you guys a heads up there at 249 on FLDM. 260s right now. Starting to slowly curl back over, view up. Put in a nice volume candle right there. So let's see if this thing's going to start to make this reversal right here. In on a 229, 249 entry. Nice IBS. So you're in at 249. Nice. Very nice. Good entry right there. Alright, let's see. HEBT unhalted. Still halted. Very light volume. Is that 93K? Whenever I see like that first initial halt on light volume, first thing I think of is possible chap pump. It's the first thing I think of. So we'll see it on resumption here, and we are open right here, HEBT. Weak open here. I have a weaker open here on HEBT. And for those who are in FLDM, you want to see 250s base now. You want to see 250 start the base. HEBT, sketchy open here, very sketchy open. This easily probably could have been a chat pump. Any second you could see that guy sell. So just be cautious on that one. You know, wait for real volume to come in, and you'll know when the real volume comes in. Good one, IBS. Good one. CNST working its way back on down. We'll see if 30 could base. Is this halted again to the downside? Yep, I think we are halted again to the downside there on CNST. So you guys had time to take your profits there. I mean, you know, you really didn't have any excuse. You know, you had some time to take profits there on CNST. So halt to the downside. Hopefully no one is stuck on CNST. And I hope no one chased either. Yeah, sketchy here on HEBT. I wouldn't touch this. Wouldn't touch it. Alright. Let's see. POAI. Let me put CNST back on. I'm watching this HEBT. FLDM slow and steady here. Slow and steady. We'll see if this could make this move on up. And don't, on these dead cat bounce plays, don't have an outrageous target in mind. The odds are it's not going to get back to the high a day. The idea is on this one, sorry, there's some landscapers nearby, I don't know. It was gross. Like the idea is on the dead cat bounce, don't have a target, outrageously high, because the odds are it's not going to get back up to the high day. If I was in from 240s, 250s, I'm playing off 230, 235. I have like a 270 target in mind. I have a 270 target, 280 in mind. You're risking 15 cents, look to make 30 cents. That's it. Nice, simple, and easy on these dead cat bounce plays. It's not like a CNST, a micro flow, a low flow, of huge spreads that you could make, $20 per share on. You got to know the potential of the plays you're in. POAI. This play is fully working on out. Light volume though. All right, Sockbot. Catch you later, man. Again, appreciate your input every day, dude. Really appreciate your input. All right, kind of a lull in the period. Kind of low right now in the actions. If you guys have any questions for me, you guys feel free to ask. Take some questions right now if you guys have any. And if you guys are new to watching this live stream, we do have a free Discord chat. Links down below in the description. So definitely check out our free Discord chat. Let's see. Chuck. Ladder and E-Tray tool gives you a few more seconds to get more monitor space. Interesting. I never heard of that. I'll definitely check it out. No, it's not gonna. That's not how it's gonna work, Casper. Not gonna how it works. Uh, you gotta earn that. You gotta earn the hoodie. You gotta earn it, Casper. You earned it. You called out my microphone, so I rewarded you with a T-shirt, and you guys gotta win the giveaway. And that giveaway we'll do Friday. I'll answer a question, and you guys gotta answer correctly. I'm not gonna do a free giveaway, a random one. Let's see. Thoughts on ODP? I can check it out. ODP, nice looking uptrend here, putting in some nice higher lows. Uh, is up 14% this morning with some good range, some good volume on ODP. It's gonna trade more like a INO, so it's a bigger market cap, bigger float. So it's gonna trade more like a bigger cap stock on ODP. I'm not sure what the news headline is on it, but not a bad looking play this morning on ODP. If this is kind of your style of trading. For me, it's not my style of trading this type of trade, but nonetheless, a nice looking play there with some good range. All right, let's see. Where was I at with the questions? Hey, it's decided to be my first time watching someone live trade. Awesome. Cool. Nick, any patterns you look for in the level 2? That's a great question. I look for certain things on the tape in the level 2. I actually did write it. Someone actually asked me that in Discord chat, and I wrote it out actually. Let me see if I could pull it up. Let me go to the Discord chat. Just give me a second here, guys. CNST open back at 30. So this is where we could expect to see some sort of bounce here. So we'll see if $30 can hold. Let's see. Alright, yeah, so this is what I posted this. Someone asked me. So go back and look at this day if you want to reread it. But I'll just read it. I'll just read it back over again. So when I'm looking at the tape, I like to look at certain things. The velocity of the tape, no pun intended. So I like to look at the speed at which the tape's moving. Does it look heavy? Does it look fast? So I pay attention to the speed of the tape. Then I also look for refilling orders. So let's say a guy was sitting here, 20K, gets chipped, boom, refills that order, pops back up to 20K. That shows definitely a big player right there, looking to push it on up. Also look for soaking on the bids, soaking on the ask. You guys know what that is. I go over it a lot. Look for stacking on the bids, strong bid side, stacking on the ask, strong ask side. How fast to refresh, that's a good one. How fast the bid's refreshing. So, When you see the bids refreshing real quick, to me that's a very bullish sign. It could indicate, definitely some sort of algorithm in play here. So I look at how at which the bids refresh. Is it refreshing fast? Is it slow? What else? You could look for more chart, but look, you seeing stuffing into pops. You seeing hammer candles, lower wicks into drops. Spotting hidden offers on the bids and asks. So you're spotting some hidden offers. Maybe pops 70K, hides himself, spoofing order. So there's a whole bunch. I could go on. There's a whole bunch of stuff I look for, but those are some of the main ones. Hope that helps. And if you guys want some more depth, you could look at into Bookmap or level 3. That gives you more market depth. You don't get full market depth with level 2. All right, so what time is it? 10:45. I'll probably answer some more questions, and I may wrap it up soon. When I answer some more questions here. Stock Block, you liking the t-shirt fit? Sweet. Hey, we all start somewhere, 3 years ago, I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't even know what a level 2 was. And I'll be honest, guys, I wasn't the smartest kid, in high school. I didn't have, like, A's in high school. I wasn't always the smartest kid either. So if I could do it, and you could 100% do it, it's just going to take some time, a lot of studying, and a lot of hard work. By no means was I the brightest kid growing up. I was terrible in math class. I was terrible in math. Let's see. Ricky, SMB Capital. Yeah, I did see that. I didn't get time to check it out. I'm definitely going to look into it. Everyone go subscribe to SMB Capital. They're a professional prop trading firm, and they put out some great videos. Billionaire Sarjo, yeah. I had an awesome trade today on CNST. Got in around $24 here, and I wrote it up to full. My last sell was at $40, believe it or not. So I had a fantastic trade on CNST this morning. I'll definitely post it. I gotta say, guys, make sure you're in Discord. I'll post my entries and exits and my charts in Discord. So I'll be posting that once I end the stream. Yes, Ricky, 100%. Chat with Traders. Chat with Traders is great. Those are some of my favorite podcasts. Chat with Traders. I actually posted an educational tab, my favorite episodes. What market caps I usually trade? Usually trade like under. I would say like under like 200 million. The typical ones they trade. Sometimes they'll be a little bit bigger than that, but most of them are typically under like 200 million in market cap. Yeah, most of them are lower in the market cap. The ones I trade, I would say under 200 million. Let's see. What's going on, Alex? Hope you had a good day. Jeremiah, you're out. All right, have a good one. Thank you. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow. CNST. How's CNST looking? Yeah, CNST, like I said, it's consolidating, trying to hold up at this $30 mark. It's the line I mapped out before, and it looks like it's trying to get some sort of bounce here on CNST. But for me personally, I'm done. Gonna protect my gains for the day. Bike. Yeah, I'll go over that. I'll go over that again. CNST. So, before we even get into CNST, we gotta look at NXTC from yesterday. So I forgot who called it out. It might have been Casper. Someone called out CNST was halted, and immediately I saw how thin it was. Extremely thin. Went from 16 to 24 with ease. So I knew it was a thin name. I checked the statistics on it. I saw it was around 8 million in float. I saw it at a high institutional ownership on CNST, 82%. I saw it as an easy to borrow name with a news catalyst. So I'm talking to myself, I'm saying, hey, CNST has a lot of similarities to NXTC from yesterday. Both of them are thin names. NXTC went on a massive move yesterday. So seeing those similarities, I just know the mentality of traders. A lot of trading is psychology. So knowing the psychology behind things, I'm like, all right, seeing all these similarities, I have a feeling traders are going to jump on this, get FOMO. Everyone's going to be saying this is the next NXTC. And being that it was an easy to borrow name, I knew that there was a lot of borrowers going around, so it could have a higher potential to squeeze. So that was kind of my thesis on the CNST trade. So I factored that in, got in around $24, was risking that $20 mark, and I wrote it up to $40 on CNST, and that was why I traded CNST. I had reason. You always want to have multiple reasons for ending your trade. You can't just have one. You gotta have multiple reasons for ending a trade. Yeah, Casper, it was you. Big shout out to Casper, guys. Couldn't have made it without Casper. He called that out early. The CNST one. A good call. Uh, has one. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Just get in the simulator, man. Definitely get in the simulator. Paper trade. If you're really new to trading, do not jump in right away. Trading is extremely hard. You want to have consistency on the simulator before you even jump into real trading. So I would say watch my live streams. There's tons of day trading information on YouTube. Look into Chat with Traders. Watch their podcast, SMB Capital, 7 Points Capital. And just continue watching my live streams every single day. And there's other trading chat rooms out there, but just be careful, who you are learning from. If you want to DM me and maybe ask a few names, you're like, hey Nick, how's this chat room? I'll let you know in the DMs, but I'm not gonna say any names on chat. So that's how you want to get started. Definitely be in the simulator for a while, and then you hop over to that real trading account. But I'm probably gonna wrap it up very shortly here, guys. Very shortly, I'm gonna wrap it up. Yeah, Casper's the man of the day. Casper is the man of the hour with that CNST call out. All right, so last final questions. If you guys enjoyed the stream, yeah, what a day. Exactly. If you guys enjoyed the stream, drop a thumbs up. Appreciate it. FLDM, do I hold or get out? Just have a stop loss. Just have a stop loss in. That's what I'll say on FLDM. All right, see you guys. A lot of you guys hopping off now. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream these past few days. It's been a blast today. We'll be back at it again tomorrow. Definitely looking forward for getting back to it again tomorrow. Great day today. So see what's in store tomorrow. I'll see you guys all again tomorrow. Peace.